Hello everyone, welcome to Shishu World. I'm Priya, and today we have this chat session again, and it's I'm doing it after a long time. But one of the most common queries that I've been getting of late on almost every video is why don't you add sugar or salt to this recipe, or can we add some salt to it, or can I add some sugar? My child doesn't like the food without salt or sugar or whatever. So I thought, let me make a video and we'll try and discuss the various reasons why this uh, it is recommended that you do not add any salt or sugar to baby's food, because it can be very confusing for a first time parent, especially when you have a lot of mixed opinions. So on one hand, you will have a lot of people and various articles on the internet telling you that you should not be adding, while there are other experienced people, or your mother or mother-in-law, who will tell you that we used to give you salt and sugar, nothing happened to you, these are just some things which have caught on. So who should you believe? Or again, you will even find that a lot of doctors also have mixed opinions. So let's see, I will try and share with you what I have learned over these last 6 years of raising my daughter. And if you feel that there is something that I have not covered, or I have missed out on something, do leave a comment so that we can all learn from it. And we all learn through sharing. So let's start today's video. Recipes, or why is it recommended that we should not add any salt to baby's food till the baby has turned 1 year? Now, we all know that table salt is basically NaCl, or sodium chloride. We've all read it in our schools. So, sodium is an important mineral, and our body needs traces of that. And for an infant, it is the quantity that is required by the body is less than 1 gram per day. Okay, it's that tiny. So that amount comes from whatever they are having already. So if you are adding any excess salt, it's going to put unnecessary stress on the body. Now let us understand one thing: whatever goes into our body absorbs what it needs, and all the excess minerals, whatever is going inside, is filtered by kidneys, yeah, and then it is excreted through urine. Right now, in an infant's body, kidneys are still developing, they're not mature yet. So if you're putting too much salt in a baby's food, the kidneys have to work very hard, they have to work that much harder, and it can lead to a lot of long term issues, in the long run, which you may not realize when the child is a baby, but as the child grows there might be problem. uh, it's better to be cautious. Why to take such risks? So the second thing that I get asked, or you might have that question, is if I don't add salt in my baby's food, where will the baby get sodium? After all, the baby does need a tiny bit of sodium. So you don't need to worry at all. There's no need to add any extra salt in baby's food. Uh, till 6 months, if the baby is breastfeeding or formula feeding as is recommended, all the amount of sodium that is needed is present in the breast milk, and as well as in formula milk. After 6 months, once the baby starts solid food, enough sodium comes from the various vegetables, fruits. All of that is more than enough for what their daily requirements. So there is no need at all to add any salt. So next is, why don't we add, we can add some salt and sugar for taste. What's wrong with it? Now, a baby does not know what is salty or what is sugary or sweet, right? Their taste buds are still not developed. They are gradually developing. And now, if they do not know that particular taste, they are not going to miss it. So when we feel that, oh, this is so bland and I can't even eat it, how will the baby eat it? It we feel it is bland because we have gotten used to the sweet or sour or bitter or salty taste, and we miss that. But a baby doesn't miss it. It's a clear palate yet. So keep giving natural taste as often as possible, and the baby will like it. Now, one thing that I would like to share here is I followed this absolutely for my own daughter. I did not add any salt or sugar into her food till she turned 1 year. And I'm seeing good results out of it. I mean, at least I like to believe that it could be partially responsible for the fact that she doesn't like too many chocolates. She doesn't, she's not very fond of sweets. She likes to eat fruits and vegetables. She enjoys, she can be picky. I'm not saying she's not a picky eater, but she doesn't say that I need sugar in everything, or she does not even like very salty food. She understands the difference between healthy and junk. So, I think it has helped in certain way. Now, last but not the least, one question that comes to us is, when can I finally start adding salt to my baby's food? So, once the baby has turned one, you can start adding, tiny amounts of salt to the baby's food. Again, even now, the total requirement of sodium at after 1 year of age is less than 2 grams a day. Uh, so you don't need to add a lot. Even if you're giving the regular food, which is always recommended, always try and add less salt, less, cook it well for them. Uh, and In fact, try have less salty and less sugary food as a family, right? It's always good. We all know that having too much salt or too much sugar is not good for anyone, whether it's a child or an adult. So it's, let's put the foundations of those healthy habits right from uh, childhood, and we'll see that they will not have all those problems later, which a person who is in the habit of having a lot of sugary or salty food might face. Also, one more thing is that a lot of processed food that we get and the children are used to having already has a lot of sugar and sweet in them. Because salt helps in preserve as a it's also a preservative. So you'll find a lot of salt in ketchups and cheese and noodles and pastas. All of those things have that salt amount of salt without you having to add too much, over and above that. So children are anyways getting a lot of salt in their diet. So I do hope that this video will answer some of your questions, and if you still have any questions, or you have any suggestions for me, please leave a comment. And if you like this video, do like it, subscribe to our channel, share this video, and I always look forward to hearing from you. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.